everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Trociki's Tomorrow's Today. This time we have episode 6, The Potatoes. Yes, you heard me right, folks. The Potatoes. And I'm giving no more context than that. So, without further ado, here's tonight's episode.
Last time on D&D, you guys found the entrance of the cave that we were looking for. You went inside. You tried making some noise, tried to make some thunderclap or some thunder noise on the outside. Thaumaturgy, trying to lure everything, whatever was inside, outside. As soon as you guys went inside, I think it was 2 people went inside, if I'm not mistaken, Cicero and Knox. You guys are, well, one of you can see in the dark, the other one's go invisible. So you guys went in there, started looking around, checked it out, noticed how long it was. So you guys made a decision that they weren't going to be able to hear you. So you decided to go venture everybody in, deeper and deeper, narrowly avoiding a hole that you later on found out due to the hole that's inside of the cave itself. You guys made it all the way down, unscathed by any traps or anything like that. You guys decided to try to go in there and communicate with Cicero's very helpful Speak with Animals. And thankfully, you were able to keep the whatever at bay, any type of angers or anything hostility from the other creatures. You've kept them at bay. They didn't attack. They communicated. Pretty much told you guys to get whatever the fuck you came in here to get. But speaking of the human or the halfling that was inside the hole, told you to get them and get the hell out. Don't ever come back. If you come back, you will die on sight. When you guys left, you did notice that the reason why they were so protective and so hostile is because they do have 2 owlbear eggs in a nest. On the way back, your guy Blockery did some of his sensing that he does, and he with vibrations, and he seen that he felt another creature still there. Very, very faint though. He couldn't pinpoint it. He took you guys as far as he could to where he could find it. Then with some very, very good perception checks and investigation checks or something, I don't remember which one it was off the top of my head, but with some really good rolls, you guys found a secret button that was hidden behind an illusion. You pressed this lever or button and opened up a door. I don't remember who it was that walked all the way in. I think it was Sam, wasn't it?
Yep.
Whoa.
Sam seen because you guys started walking in slowly, and then you guys seen something lean against the chest, and Sam recognized him as Henry, ran in there, trying to console him, and with Henry's, aka Grandpa, with his dying wish or dying breath, he told Sam that he wants to leave the tavern to him, and you guys, what did you guys do? You guys said some comments that made Sam a little worrisome. After that, I think it was Anna Tim decided to grab some coins that were sitting on the outside of the chest, and doing so, set off a fireball, which impacted pretty heavily on a few of the party members. And right after, skip this part. Sorry. Right after Henry's with his last breath, obviously he died right after that. Just wanted to state that out there, just in case anybody forgot. But after that, you guys opened the chest. You said, "Well, what's the worst that's gonna happen?" So you opened the chest, and thankfully, it was not booby trapped and or a mimic as you guys were thinking. But when you guys opened, you did notice there was a wand laying in there, and what looks like a folded up. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. Inside, you find a fine black cloth, smooth as silk, and is folded up.
Mm-hmm. May I look at this? I'm gonna grab this cloth and examine it and
So you're
see
gonna
if I
pick it
know
up.
anything about it. Yeah.
You're picking it up.
Yeah. Why do you
Okay.
keep asking, bro? You keep asking that question, like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do it?
Hey, I'm just
It's
verifying with you.
scary.
We're
So
the DM.
when you pick the cloth up, you feel how soft it is.
Yeah.
And you can give me an Arcana check.
30-20.
Hell
Nice. Starting the 9 off right.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you know, you don't know exactly what it is, but with a dirty 20, you do know that you've heard of something similar to this. You're not sure how to activate it or whatnot, but it's some type of dimension, extra dimension. That's what
Like a
you've heard
pocket
about.
dimension?
Something of the sort, yeah.
I believe I made my way limping out last time. I remember it.
Yeah. Before, oh yeah. After the bomb went off, after the fireball went off, Cicero was like, "Yeah, I'm out this bitch." Before you guys
Yeah.
started meeting up, and he's waiting on the outside of the entrance
Yeah,
of
I'm
this little.
just sitting.
What does the wand look like?
The one looks like it's like plain, it's like a plain stick kinda, but shortened down. And on one side there's a couple etchings, and on the other side it comes to a little point, not sharp point, but obviously it's a wand, but it looks kind of like half-assedly made.
I have a question about the room, actually. You said the last time when we walked in, when everybody started heading where Henry was laying, that the lights kind of magically came on, right?
Yes, as soon as Sam rushed in there, it was dark. Like you guys could see a little bit in there. And then when when Knox walked in a little bit, he could see a figure. You guys walked in a little bit before Sam could tell who it was at least. And as soon as he could tell who it was, he took off in there, hollering for Henry. And as soon as he walked into the room, the room just lit up, and you could see behind, like it was like a illusionary wall. Behind that, some lights lit up. As soon like it was like as soon as he walked in, they just lit up, and then you could see the light coming from behind it, but it still looked like a rock wall. You're kind of like, what the heck? Where's the light coming from?
Can I get, can I do like an investigation a little closer of the room? Does anything stand out other than that? Because there's been a
Yeah,
lot of illusions for just your typical owl bear cave, especially with that illusion pit.
yeah. Go ahead and give me investigation.
Hell yeah. Necromancer pops out of the chest. Fucking 9. False.
All right. With a 9, you realize when you look in certain parts of the wall, they get brighter than when you look at other parts of the wall. You're not sure where the light comes from. You're looking at it and you're like, this doesn't seem like an owl bear would do this. I have no idea who would have done this either. Maybe this is just this world. Maybe this is just natural. Yeah, you wouldn't really be able to know what's going on with that.
And we gathered up the gold before we ended last time, right?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it was 450 gold.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Um, you guys can split that up. Um, I'm interested in this black cloth. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but yeah, I want it. Is that okay with you guys?
I'm cool with that.
Okay, so if you, I bet all this is real answer.
I'm not there.
Oh yeah, he's outside. So Sam's like, I don't need any money. I just need help getting him home. Is there any way?
It'll slow us down a little bit, but probably take them.
Okay.
Did you say the blockery could fit in the entryway, or did we have him stand guard outside?
He cannot fit inside of this entry in this tunnel. This tunnel's like a small. Looks like I think it was like 6 feet by like 4 feet wide.
Okay. Then I'll turn to Sam and tell him, look, I'm not very strong, but that giant log thing out there, he can probably take care of Henry for us, until we can at least get him back to the town. So help me drag him. God, that's awful to say. Help me get him to the door, and I'll see if he's willing to help us carry him.
Yeah. I'll help you. So go ahead and roll with advantage. Give me a either acrobatic or athletics check.
Where's all my... Oh, there we go. You said acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay.
9 again.
Is that an advantage?
Oh, no, it is not an advantage. Haha, 17.
Thank God. Okay,
Right.
so you you start pulling on him with the help of Sam, and as soon as you guys start pulling on him, you realize the lower half of his body is legitimately pretty much only holding on by some of his back skin and his spine. So with you noticing this, you're like, oh, hold on, and you grab some of his shirt and kind of like tie it together, kind of wrapping his legs up to his body more. You're not very kind about it just because you know he's already passed. So it's just more the body, and you don't want to cause any more damage to it than it already is. So you doing this, you're in terms preserving it a little bit. So you tie it off, and then you guys decide to carry him out. And you guys make it out, carry it out to the entryway right here, or the tunnel, big tunnel of the cave entrance.
When we get up there, I'll let Blockery know what's going on, give him the rundown of what happened. Tell him that sensitivity is probably key right now, and we could appreciate him helping us take him back to where we can bury him properly.
Well, this I need you to cut me, I say. So,
To,
okay,
to cut you?
yes, I will. He bends down, and out of the top of the tree part, out of the top of it, he starts making the branches grow together, intertwining. And at first, it looks like he's just like making some type of sled or something, or a shield. And then you notice he curves it, and he's making like a makeshift coffin.
Nice.
And he grows
Dude,
it.
this OG,
I'm gonna
bro.
say it takes him a good, it takes about a half hour to an hour. So if you guys want to take a short rest in the entrance right here, you are more than welcome.
Oh, I would love
But
to.
a
Oh,
half
I would
hour,
love to.
Yes, please.
and as soon as he makes the coffin, he tells you, he says, "I need you to cut right there. And he points up to like the base of where the coffin ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll do it when he tells me to.
Okay. Since he's helping you, I will allow it, but go ahead and give me an advantage. Just an attack roll. You have a short sword or something?
That's exactly what I have, actually.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. 17 again.
All right, sounds good. So with the 17, yes, you aim at it, you hit it a little bit just to get a little groove. You bring your arm up, you swing down, and you hit it right where where you are your mark. You hit your mark exactly. Bam, hit it. Doing so, he helps with like bending it a little bit at the same time, and it snaps perfectly. Like you could almost, it looks like this coffin has been sanded right there at that spot. That's how close it came, cut off where it should have been. That being said, it drops down. He's going to grab the top of it, pick it up, grab the bottom, and then like pull it apart a little bit, and it breaks in half, opens up, and now it has the top and the bottom to it. He lays them both down, bottom side right next to the body, and he looks to you and he says, "The body. You can't lay it in here. I'll cover it."
All right, Longtone. In the coffin.
Yo, he's not trying to eat it in some weird way, right?
God, could you imagine? Fucking
What if this is what if
that
this
dead.
is his way to slowly start eating us, dude?
You're not eating this thing, are you?
I thought you wanted to preserve and take it home. I don't eat human flesh unless it has been decomposed into the soil.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Have you forgotten that I am a tree? So do you guys put the body in the coffin?
Yeah, that's
I,
what
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, with the last roll, and I'm gonna say that you got more people there. I feel like Balasar and Cicero, everybody would help out. But if not, you gotta have enough people that would help out. That you guys get the body into the coffin relatively easy without making any more damage to it at all. After this, Blocker, he's gonna grab the top again, grab the bottom, and he picks up the bottom slowly, puts the top on, and he holds his branches over top of the top and bottom, and you start seeing that the vines that broke apart slowly start like wrapping around each other. He's somehow connecting to them still, and it's intertwining itself, pretty much sewing itself shut.
That's cool.
Shall I carry him, or do you guys want to?
If you could carry him, that would be great. I don't think any of us are really. I mean, all of us could. It, you, please.
So I carry.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then he picks it up and he slowly slides it into his mouth. No, I'm just kidding. He puts it pushes he puts it inside of his branches, and you see his branches wrap around it, move it into the center of his what would be head, and he holds it in place up there with the branches.
Do any of you guys think it's kind of weird that an owlbear cave is full of illusion magic? It feels like.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, that is weird, dude. We still have yet to know what was like behind the cave, where they were at, where it
Is
opened
there
up and where they were staying.
Starting to like this world more and more.
is there any like
Very
markings on the wall
interesting.
or anything?
Give me perception or investigation check. Your choice.
I would like
Check.
to.
You guys have light going on, don't you?
Yeah,
I think so.
also.
I believe so too.
I had a 19.
What'd you say, Tim?
Had a hooded lantern.
Hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the hooded lantern, and I know Knox decided, he has the light cantrip. So with both of those going, and or just one, with a 19, looking around, you don't see like a lot of out like just random markings. Majority markings are like scratches from what you would assume is the owl bears, trying to make this area a little bit wider, a bit bigger. But as you're looking around, right here by the by where the button was on the outside, you do see like just a nick that just seems out of ordinary, and you don't know if that's just like a little place marker to show where it is. You look around it a little bit more just to like see if anything else is out of the ordinary. You do notice like a hieroglyph. That's what's called.
Yeah.
Hieroglyph.
Yeah, there you go.
Of like just a couple humans and an owl bear standing next to them. Like they're just standing there. It doesn't look like they're fighting. It just looks like they're standing together. What it means, you don't know. But you do see it. You're like, whoa, that's kind of weird. That those look like humans, and that looks like a big ass owl bear.
There's some markings here.
How were they positioned?
Two humans next to each other with an owl bear on the side of one of the humans.
Like facing towards the humans or facing away from the humans?
It looks like they were just standing for a photo opportunity.
Oh, like that. Oh, gotcha.
Think maybe they have like an owner? Somebody who comes and watches over them?
Probably a friend at one point.
Game plan. Palisar, he's gonna say, What going on with that thing of yours? That cloth you found, Knox?
Oh, well, you see here, when I was inspecting this inside of the cave, I felt that it was sort of, kind of, it felt like a pocket dimension, and so, that's why I'm interested in it. Kind of want to try to find out more about it. Would you guys happen to know?
I could learn something about it tomorrow.
Alright, for now, I'm gonna mess with it.
Did you guys find anything else?
Good shit.
What was that?
I am.
Me?
You are?
Mhm.
Knox, you said you are too?
Yeah.
Okay. And you did you roll Arcana last time?
Yeah. That's how I got that dirty 20.
Okay. If you guys want to give me a history check, if you've heard anything about it. Okay, so either a history check or a straight intelligence check. Either one doesn't really matter. Then you get a better plus.
I'll take the history with a 19.
Okay.
History and what? Investigate. No, I'm going with history.
Intelligence. I said you're
Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
okay.
Nat 20. 23.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
so all right. Well, you telling Cicero, telling Balasar and Anatim. Balasar's like I've never heard of the sorts. Cicero, he's like, "Hey, hold on a second. I think I've heard of something like this. Is it what kind of shape is it?" And when he says that, you immediately remember that you have read in a book when you were learning, you were doing your thing to learn how to heal. You remember reading about a um, portable hole, I think they're called.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay. So what does it do? So it's a portable
You can use
hole.
an action to unfold the portable hole and place it on or against a solid surface. I'm gonna send this to you guys in Discord, but you can basically open it up and it has like a 10-foot deep hole.
You can keep shit in it.
I can keep shit in it. Like I can put a desk in that bitch. Like
As long as it's not
deck out my room, which is a 10 by 10.
deck my hole.
Yeah, deck my hole.
Whose hole?
Pimp my hole.
It's the name of your certain
Does
song.
anything I put in it affect the weight?
Read that. That'll tell.
You said Balasar picked up the wand, right?
Yes, but as of right now, you don't know what it is. So unless you guys take the time to look at this thing too, maybe you can guess it.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention right now. I'm reading.
We if we wait till the morning, I can figure it out. I mean, theoretically, we can put the old guy in the hole, right?
Is what you know of them? Yes, you know you'd be able to put them in the hole.
Yeah.
If we wanted to. That way, he doesn't risk getting damaged on the way there.
Yeah.
You want me to have Blockery put him in there?
Might as well. If you're fine with that.
No, yeah.
Sam, you seem partial to this guy. Is that fine with you? Or would you rather the three hold him? We have like a portable hole thing that it's like another dimension. We can just put him in there.
Can I go in it? Can I see first?
Yeah. Sure.
You unfold it.
Yep. I unfold it.
Thank you for the clarification. Do I just jump in?
You
Yeah,
just
go for it.
place them in there. Oh, yeah, fuck it.
How far is down?
10 feet.
10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I can put it on a wall so you can just walk in and jump in.
It's okay. I'll just hold myself and drop in that way. So I'm not dropping 10 feet.
Okay.
So as you
Cool.
put it down on the ground, he sits, puts his feet in. Oh, that's weird. Turns around and lowers himself into the hole. I don't remember. Does it say you can see into the hole?
I don't think so.
All right, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to be able to see into the hole or be black?
Black. It's more mysterious.
Yeah, black. Black.
Sam lays or gets down inside of the hole and he's looking up and he can see all of you guys standing up there. Hey, there's something down here.
Well, don't stare too long because if you stare too long in the abyss stares back. Just close your eyes. It'll be fine.
No, I mean there's literally something right here. I can see it. Here. And he throws up a rock hard potato.
A rock
Oh,
hard
what the fuck?
potato.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
How fast is he fucking throwing this shit?
He's chucking it at your ass.
Dexterity
He doesn't
saving
know.
throw.
We can't see anything.
Ooh. 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 5.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yeah. You don't see it coming. So. Alright, so 5.
5.
With a 5, you're just looking down, you're telling him not to stare into the abyss, and next thing you know, you see this small little Looks like a
She just
rock.
goes straight to my
Bam!
face.
Right into your forehead. Right smack dead in the middle. You're like, you motherfucker. Oh, that hurt. I mean, you're in pain. It's right in the middle of the forehead. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I thought the hole was bigger. You looked so much bigger away, farther away. There's a bunch of those in here. At least 15 or 20. But that's it.
The fuck was
I'm
someone
gonna
living in here?
I'm gonna go ahead and bring it close to Anneton and Cicero and say, "Do you guys know what this is?" Because I have no clue as of right now.
I didn't think I would say something like this so soon, but I inspect the potato.
Yeah, cool. You inspect
I would
the
also like to inspect or help inspect the potato.
inspect the
What
potato.
secrets do the potato hold?
Oh snap! Should I mention? A breathing creature can last up to 10 minutes inside of the hole, like once folded, and then it will start to suffocate. I don't know.
Oh, you
Due
mean
to
when it's
their
closed?
yeah.
Okay,
You
hey,
guys are
that could come in
inspecting this
handy.
potato.
Is that advantage?
Who's all expecting it?
Me. I want to see the mystery of the potato.
Okay, so everybody roll me an investigation check, or one person do it with advantage.
I'll give advantage.
Take it.
I'll just
Hopefully
roll on my
it
own.
Damn, man, I was just about to say, hopefully it's not another 9. And
I
that's
got a
exactly
9.
what it is.
It looks like a potato. I mean, it just looks really hard. Like it's been down there for a very, very long time. You don't know why it's so hard. Maybe they harvest them that way. Maybe they left them outside before they put them in this hole. You have no idea. But it's a hard potato, and it had eyes, but the eyes hardened up, and they're pretty much not good.
Hey, Blockery,
Mm.
do you know what could do this to a potato? This doesn't look right, right?
Kind of looks like I don't know, maybe fire from a tree. I know how potatoes grow.
Right?
It's like a little blob. It just slowly gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And somebody pulls it out of the ground.
Sensing some deeply rooted hatred for potatoes here.
No, not, not, no hatred. A little jealousy. They get to see the outside. Well, feel the outside. I see the outside. Never mind. I like being a tree.
You should. Be you, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing is, Noxus. Sam, you said there's
Okay.
like 15, 20 of these in there?
Yep.
I think they're just potatoes.
Well, yeah, but why would you leave potatoes in a portable hole
Maybe they were
inside of
living
a
in it.
chest that was trapped inside of a hidden cave?
I'm telling you, man, there has to be some kind of owner that was there originally. The drawings.
Are you gonna send down Henry?
Oh, shit. Yeah, hey, Blocker, can you actually put that halfling in this hole? Can you fill the hole with the halfling?
Bill? Like tear it apart?
No, no, just
Oh,
just put him in there. Sam, you might want to get out of there first, bud.
Yeah, that's true. I'm tired of being in holes, anyways. and he jumps up and grabs the side of the hole,
Psych.
pulls himself up. And
Spartan kicking back in.
ah! So then Blockery reaches his head down in and lowers the casket or the casket into the hole, places it down on the ground, comes back up, and he looks at you. I don't feel that. It is a little unnerving.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either yet. It'll be alright though. We checked it. See? Sam's okay.
So what's the deal with this guy? Is he just gonna follow us? Are we taking him back to his master, or what's the deal with that?
But he hasn't really said a whole lot about the whole master thing. I asked him a couple of times, and he keeps mentioning him, but he also keeps telling me that he can't talk about him. So I told him, since we saved him and he wants to return the favor, he can help us until we at least get back to town. We'll go from there. And he seemed to be alright with that.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, we can feed him to the owlbears if you want.
No, I just didn't know if we were like gonna give him an escort back, cause I kind of want to know more. Like, what was he
I do
spying
too.
on? Maybe we can like persuade him to like let us escort him. You know, he can't really see.
I can ask him.
But let's get back to town and we'll do all that later. We can do that on the
Yes.
way. I think we take the hole and we get going back to town. Or to the camels and the mastiff.
Ooh, yeah.
Been out there a while.
Well, the owlbears are in here, but we did see that rock that dropped all blockery into the river, so wouldn't exactly call them safe.
They were in the cover though, so as long as they haven't moved too much.
Unless there's anything else you guys want to check out while we're here, I'm ready if you guys are.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
On the road again. Gotta get back my mastiff friend.
You guys head back, make it to the side of the river. Are you guys crossing? How are you guys crossing? What are you guys doing?
Oh shit.
Oh, I would say we could probably get Blockery to make us a boat, but that coffin took quite a while, so it's probably not the best option.
Yeah. We did fine swimming again. We'll just swim all at once. Sam, you can swim, right? Yeah, alright to swim?
I mean, I came up this side of the river, so I can try.
Alright.
So try.
Mhm.
I'm good to try. Everybody else?
All right. Let's go. And before you guys can say anything, the Blockery's just been walking straight towards the river. Wasn't waiting for you guys. He just got in and started flying.
Flying?
Just swimming.
Motherfucker. This
Flying.
motherfucker can fly?
Yeah, he didn't tell you guys that, did he?
Yo, he got
Damn.
wings.
Like you said you didn't have no magic, motherfucker.
He's a Feywild tree, so he's actually just a giant pot bush.
What kind of rolls we need? Swimming across. Athletics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Me, bro,
Everybody
7.
go ahead and roll acrobatics check.
I have gotten nothing but 17s and 9s.
So, Blockery gets in the water and immediately gets sucked underneath the water. And then
Jeez.
comes back up and you just see him bobbing, going down the river. Noxus goes in, tries to, swim across, make his way across, and makes it like 20 feet, 30 feet in, and all of a sudden he does the same thing. He gets sucked into the current, and he's just bobbing up and down, catching his breath barely every time. Feels like he's getting maybe, to the point where he's about to start choking, but just right at that point, he pops his head back out and he's able to breathe again. And Tim jumps in perfectly fine, starts swimming across. Cicero jumps in, and he's doing pretty good. And he makes it about halfway, and he goes under just a little bit too much to try to get a good push. And when he does that, current catches him and does the same thing. It's pulling him under, pushing him up, and it's keeping him under just to right where you're about to start choking, and then it shoots you up and you get a breath air. Let's see what Alisar can do here.
I'm scared.
Balancer.
Oh god.
Balancer.
Oh no.
Alisar does the same fucking thing. He starts walking in, forgets about the current, and it sweeps him. He starts bobbing up and down. Now you guys are flowing down current about, say, 10 feet. Every round it'd probably be about 40 feet.
Am I on the other side of the river?
Yeah, you made it across. You notice that nobody else has. You're the only one.
And I don't see them at all?
You look down the river and you notice there's a tree. Oh, there's Noxus. Oh shit, there's Cicero. Oh fuck, there's Balasar too.
But about how far away are they from me right now?
I'd say they're. What's your movement speed?
30.
30.
Yeah.
So they're about. I'd say they're about. Right now they're about 40 feet from you. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Alright. I need to try something here.
Go ahead. If it doesn't work, I think I might have something.
Okay. As I'm like bobbing in and out, I'm gonna try to like fumble around with my little cane, get it out, and try to like hit it on something, the water, whatever. I'm gonna cast levitate on Blocker, and I'm gonna try to do it to where like he's bobbing up, so it kind of like brings him above the water, but anybody who's like coming downstream can grab onto him.
What do you use to like your spell attack?
Charisma. Yes, charisma.
So give me either. You know what? Give me an Arcana check.
Check.
I believe in you.
19, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
19. You know how to get the spell off. I need dexterity check to see if you can impact the cane in the right way to get it to go off, though.
Dexterity check. Okay. Fuck. 8! God damn it.
Okay. It wasn't a hard check. It was actually only 7, so you actually got it. Because with the 19 that helped out a lot, that brought it down. So you I just have to get this to like smack perfectly against the water. I already have everything situated. I've bobbed up and down multiple times. I have this folded, or however, is it just like the tap of the cane, or is this one you got to fold too?
No, it's just a tap.
Is it a tap?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that it'll still work how you're planning. You're trying to time it, everything like that, and with knowing how and exactly the way you need to smack it against the water for it to work, your Arcana, you're just at this point trying to time when he's up. You do get it off. You get it off a little bit early, so his branches aren't fully up there, but they're up there enough that you guys can grab a hold of them, which will help out. I need everybody to give me dexterity saving throws to try to grab onto Blockery as you pass.
22, baby. Let's go.
Oh my god, dude, this sucks. 9.
Oh no, Noxus.
I think I got them.
All right, so unfortunately, Noxus, as soon as he goes down, the tree comes up, so he goes just perfectly underneath them since he went right after him. Doesn't have time to grab onto him. You see him bob back out just on the other side of him, and you and Balasar both grab onto Blockery, and you're able to maintain your grip for now, as long as he doesn't move. But Noxus is starting to float down the river. Right now, he's right there next to you guys, probably like 10 feet away. But depending on what goes on, you guys do now.
Do I see Noxus keep going?
Yes, you do. You do see the tree stop. You see 2 figures grab on. And are you running downstream? What are you doing?
Yeah, so when I noticed that everybody is getting pulled away by the current, I probably would have cunning action dashed to turn my 30 feet into 60 to try and get ahead of them. And while I'm running, I would have been trying to tie my hemp rope from my pack onto an arrow. And if anybody didn't make it through, I would have tried to get ahead of them and shoot the rope into a tree on the opposite side of the bank and kind of pull it on a tree on my side to make it tight so that way if anybody didn't make it through, I could yell to them to grab the rope so they at least had something to pull themselves to one side or the other.
Okay. Well, you do make it to where you're about 10 feet in front of them, in front of the tree, and Noxus and them, Cicero and Palisar. You're trying to tie your rope. You're looking for a tree, and you remember there's no trees along the side of the river. There's some bushes, but there's no trees.
But there is one tree. I got 50-foot rope.
Could I lower the tree so he's still taking the current to get pushed with levitate? So we're still kind of like tailing Noxus and going down with him instead of just sitting there.
Okay, I would say yes, but at half the speed because you are holding him up in the air, so he doesn't get
Okay.
that rush upwards that was pushing you guys.
That's fair. Just trying to think of something.
Nox, at this point, it is starting to become very hard to breathe. Like every time that you go underneath, you get like just a little bit less air than the time before. So you're starting to get to the point where you're holding your breath and it's hard to breathe, getting harder and harder to breathe. What's your constitution?
What was my constitution?
Yeah.
15.
15, so that's +2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Can I hold up a little paper origami crane real quickly while I'm hanging onto this tree, throw it to Noxus, give him some bardic inspiration?
Is that just like anybody you can see? How does that work?
Anybody within 60 feet that can hear me.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, since you can't really perform the bends and the folds as cleanly. What is it? Like a D8 or a D6?
D6.
Okay, so it's going to be a D4, said, and it doesn't get that other extra ability stuff. He only gets an extra D4 on his roll.
Okay.
With that being said, you guys are, like moving slowly about 20 feet, because 20 feet turn because you lowered the tree. You do realize the tree is like starting to like move his branches a little bit. Not too, you see Nox is struggling a lot more than the tree, but you do realize this. That being said, Noxus, I need you to give me another dexterity saving throw. And Tim, are you shooting the arrow still? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I probably would have been following along
14.
as far as I could to try and find a good spot, maybe in the bank, not like water level, but a little bit above it to make kind of like a trip line that he could grab onto, maybe, and hope that the arrow gets lodged in the dirt far enough that it won't just rip out and him keep going.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll with your bow.
Okay. Damn it. Oh, 13?
Okay. With that, you do make it into the mud on the other side. You don't make it exactly where you wanted it. You wanted it more into the dirt. You got it in the mud, but beggars can't be choosers. You notice you're going, or you notice Nox going, bobbing up and down, and he's coming up, and it looks like he's about to go down and miss the rope. You give it like a little loose. You let go of it just that little bit, and right when you do that, he grabs a hold of it, and it'll help him for the next time. But right now, he's just got a hold of it, and he's still bobbing up and down. The arrow, I'm gonna say, breaks off. It gets jammed into the mud, and when the yanking of the rope, it snapped the arrow.
Okay.
So, what are you doing? Are you gonna hold it, or what are you doing with your side of the rope?
Yeah, if I see that grabs a hold of the rope, then I'm definitely gonna hold. I'm gonna try to brace myself for now. You said it was gonna help him for whatever he does next, though, right?
Yeah. I need you to go ahead and give me an athletics check, though.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Please don't be bad. Hell yeah, nat 20, 22.
Heck yeah.
Nice. You're starting to like
Pull
fade
myself
out.
in.
Like you're starting to fade. Your body's getting very weak, and then next thing you know, you feel just a sharp hit where you just stop, and you get that second wind of life. I need you to give me one last dexterity saving throw.
Bam. Come on, baby.
Plus a D4.
Plus D4.
Yeah. If you want to use
well,
it, you don't have to use it. You have it for 10 minutes.
I'll save it.
I'd use it.
What? 21 isn't good enough? Okay. All right. There you go. 23.
Okay, so with a 23, you open your eyes, just stare at this rope. You start yanking on it with everything that you have left. You start pulling, and you get up to the surface. And you take a giant fucking gasping air. You get as much air in your lungs as you can, and you feel a little like, holy shit! I could have drowned right there. And you
Okay.
look at the end of the rope, and Tim is just standing sturdy. He's got his boots in the mud, or his shoes, whatever he has on. He's got them dug into the mud. Doug sitting down, leaned back, and you just see him holding you tight, holding you taut, and you're just pulling yourself in, pulling yourself closer. And after a few seconds, you make your way to the side, start crawling out. You barely made it. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Dude, I get to the mud. I start crawling towards Anakin. You saved me. You saved me. I owe you one. Thank you for saving my life.
No, you don't owe me anything, buddy. You healed me when I needed it, and be honest with you, I see enough dead every day as it is.
Okay, thank you.
As you make it to the side and you guys are having that discussion, um, you guys look over. You notice Cicero and Balasar slowly making their way down on top of Blockery. From where you guys notice Blockery is almost pretty much fully submerged underneath the water. And they're pretty much just riding on the very top of him outside of the water.
You guys,
I'll
you guys
lift him
watch.
up until he can like
As
wiggle
the
his
chosen,
roots
right?
like he did last time.
Okay, so as soon as you bring him up and he's above like his him being out of the water a little bit more, you see like his body just open up. It just like gets bigger for a second. You don't know. It looked like he just took a deep breath. This bark or something, but his whole body just took a giant deep breath. He looks over at Tim, and he's like, "Are you guys trying to kill me?"
Nobody's trying to kill you. Just difficult situation.
He did that thing like before where he held me to not move, but then he put me further into the water. I couldn't breathe.
I don't think it was on purpose. Easy now. Nobody's trying to kill you. If we wanted you dead, we'd have left you in the river.
That's fair. I thought you guys were just going to finish the job now that we didn't have to fight those uh, animals back there, the beasts.
No, nobody wants to kill you. As a matter of fact, we actually want you alive more than anything, because to be honest with you, we're a little curious about the guy that made you, because you keep mentioning him.
Yes, would you not? Uh, 1 minute you can't move, you don't really have any thoughts. All you do is breathe and exhale and breathe and exhale. Now, look, I can communicate with you. Wouldn't you be thankful to your master or creator?
No, but my story's a little different than yours, so that's to be expected. Hold on just a second for me. Cicero, can you move him? Are you good?
He's slowly moving towards you, like he's kicking his feet. His roots are slowly like
Yeah, I
out.
moved him up. I moved him up. We're good.
Okay.
So yeah, this whole conversation, he's slowly being closer to you.
Okay.
Ah, that is understandable. Do you worship a god?
No.
Do any of your companions, friends? I don't know.
Uh, I'm not sure. And I'll kind of point to Noxus. But that one seems to be able to heal, and not very many people can do that, so maybe him?
With the way my creator described to me, it's like one of you, not you per se, but your kind, either human, elf, dwarf, all those. They 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 worship a certain god or deity. I think he said. It's kind of the same for me. He is my god or deity.
You said you're not willing to really talk about him, but we did save your life, so could you answer a couple questions at least? I mean, we've been good to you. We don't mean any harm. We're just curious.
I will tell you this. I will answer one question.
Was that a question to me?
The earlier one was.
If I believe in a god?
Yeah. If everybody's back on the riverbank, I would probably explain to everybody through breaks in the conversation what we're talking about so they can get put have any questions that they want me to ask or anything like that.
Yeah, by all means, that's fine. With you running alongside after them, you know you're about maybe 90 to 100 and so feet downriver than where you crossed at.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are on the other side of the river now. You guys made it safely. A little adventurous, but safely nonetheless.
I probably would have seen if everybody wants to walk and talk after they get onto the bank, since we were trying to go back to the Mastiff and the camels while we're having the conversation.
I don't lie to you guys. Hold on 1 second. I gotta roll for Sam. Make sure he grabbed onto the tree
Shit.
Oh no.
and or the rope. Yeah, he grabbed onto the tree. He rolled a 16.
Oh no, Sam. Ah, bye.
So yeah, Sam just
First question.
pops out of the tree, out of the top. Are we on land yet?
You've been on land the whole time, bud.
Oh, okay, that was pretty scary, but I'd rather do that than any type of holes again. I'm coming down. And he starts climbing down the tree. And then you guys can start walking and talking towards the camel and mastiff.
When Noxus asks about what he was saying about the god thing, I'd probably ask him if he does worship a god and what god that might be.
Well, sir, you're asking too many questions right now, right? You don't need to know my ways just yet.
Fair enough. We did just meet. So Blockery said that we can ask him one question about his creator. I've managed to convince him to give us that much information, but he said only one question.
Only one.
Only one.
His address.
Ooh.
What's your social security number? Does Balasar have any feedback on what the question should be?
And now, I don't. Maybe we should sleep on it.
Yeah, he said he's following us at least back to the town, right?
Yeah.
So I got about a day to decide. I'm not gonna make any decisions quite yet.
Okay.
Like I said, sleep on it. Got
Good
to be
point.
a good one. Good one. We only get one.
It does. It's true.
Like, what do we really want to know about him? Like, really? Like,
Well, I mean, we have the area, don't we? Didn't he tell us he was in the woods up north spying? But he wouldn't tell us where or why or who his master is.
we need one big question that answers all the little questions. Because who just sends a tree out to spy on somebody? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, like a whole like den of owlbears with illusions.
A lot of illusions, a lot of secret underground
And
structures.
if he's magical, maybe he has more answers. This world is
Well,
very weird. I would like to know more.
may not be a lot of color, but there's definitely variety.
It's definitely odd.
About how far away would you say we are now from the Mastiff and the camels?
Talking takes you about 15 minutes or so, and you guys start making it where you can see tree lines. You guys are probably still about 100 feet or so, maybe 120 away. So if you guys want to see if they're still there, you'd have to give me a perception check.
I would like to do one.
Do it, do it.
19. Yeah, baby. Are they still there?
Looking through the trees, you're trying to see if you see any movement or camels tan color. The mastiff is brindle color kind of blends into the tree, so you don't really see him at first. You think you do, then you realize it's a tree, and then you turn your head a little bit more, and you notice hand, and it looks like it's standing, and then it moves. So you're assuming that it is the camels. You get up a little bit closer, and you do see through the trees that the camels and the mastiff are all sitting there, and he's just pacing around them, kind of like herding them and protecting them.
That's what mastiffs do, boy.
As we approach, I'll pet him on the head. Pop, pop.
Okay, so as you approach, before you pat him, you do notice that there is a couple snakes laying down behind the where he's pretty much circling. Majority of the time, there's two snakes, pretty sized snakes, and it looks like one of them is ripped in half multiple times, and the other one's head is just being bit off. You look at the mastiff as you're walking up. You notice he has some damage on him. He got into a fight and he took care of it, but he's hurt.
I'm gonna heal him.
Alright.
Hey, I don't believe in animal cruelty, okay? So I'm just gonna, pet him and like give him lovin's. I know he might not like that from a stranger, but that's how I will cure wounds. Level 1.
Roll me that.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. +5. Oh, +2.
Let's do
I got Disciple of Life.
7 points of healing, and you notice some wounds close up, but the bigger wounds are still there. He was pretty hurt.
If he's still a little hurt, I'll also pump a cure wounds into him. I'll give him some nubbins, give him some scritches. Like, good boy.
Okay, yeah, he leveled up when you guys did too, so he was in at a whopping 22.
Oh, wow. I'll give him another
Oh.
5.
And
Wasted a second level spell on that for nothing. Okay.
7. You rolled 2 ones, dude. So
Nice.
7 and 5. That's what?
13.
15? Okay, so 13 plus 3, 16. He's about 16 out of 22. So he's looking a little bit better. He's not as like droopy. He's standing up now. He sits back and he like nudges you a little bit. But you guys look over the camels and there's not a scratch on them. He protected them.
Good boy.
I'll go over to the camel's bag where we put the huge ass rabbit, and I'll take out like 2 pretty big portions and chuck them his way.
He does not take them. He's still hurt to the point where he doesn't want to eat. He's more worried about he's like sitting there licking his wounds. He licks the food, like sniffs at it, but then he continues back to licking his wounds.
Did you say both snakes are dead, or one of them's dead and the other one's rough?
No, both of them are dead. One of them is severed in multiple halves. It looked like he cut it in half, and then cut it in half again, and then cut it in half again. The other one is the head was bitten off.
May I inspect his wounds?
The dogs or
The dogs.
okay. I didn't know if you want to inspect the things. So yeah, go ahead and me a medicine check.
Alright, I need a. 13, brother.
Okay, so with a 13, you notice some bites, double punctures, or not double punctures, like it had like a row of punctures where it's like 6 to 8 bite holes in it. And give me a nature check. 7. So with a 7, you wouldn't really know. Thinking of snake, when you think of a snake, you think of a double puncture wound. So you're like, whoa, that's weird. Why is there multiple puncture wounds in a line like that? But you notice that he has a couple of those. He has a few that like they sunk in, and then he yanked himself out of it, which like cut his whole skin open instead of just puncturing it. It like sliced it like a knife, kind of. And then he had a few like I'd assume you'd done this a little bit before you healed him. I'm just gonna backtrack. You noticed before you guys healed him, you noticed like bruising around his torso. Maybe one of his legs had a big old like bruising around one of his hindquarters. But with a 13, you would have known that it looked like he was getting like something was like wrapped around it and squeezing really hard.
Oh snap! From his wounds, it looks like he was about to get eaten. The snake started coiling up and tightening around his body, as you can see from the bruises.
Then that'd be when you guys heal him, and you notice those bruising starts going away. Those are the first ones that go away when you heal him. And then when Cicero heals him, the small wounds, like those ones, pretty much close up, and then the big gashes wounds, those ones close up a little bit, but not fully all the way.
Roughly what time is it?
You guys went in there pretty early in the morning. Probably I'd say about an hour and a half travel to get all the way down to the bottom from where you guys were, and then just to come back up another half hour since you already knew that distracted room. I'd say it's about midday, closer to 1. I'd say it's coming up on midday. It's about midday or midday it is itself.
Great.
So he's still sitting there licking his wound. And then did you pick up the meat, Cicero, or did you just still leave it there?
No, I'll just leave it there.
Okay. So after a good 15, 20 minutes or so, he does stop licking his wounds and he walks over to the meat and he does gobble both pieces down. And he sits there and just gnaws on them. You'll hear him chewing on meat a couple, and then all of a sudden you hear from the breakage of the bone. He just gnaws it all down, eats it all up. Then he walks over to the snake that he cut into a bunch of pieces and grabs a piece and brings it over, and he's walking back and forth, picking up the littler pieces and bringing them to you.
I would like to inspect the hide.
Snake hide?
Yes, sir.
Give me an investigation check.
12.
So you go over there and look at the skin, and I mean, it looks like some thick snake skin.
All right.
It looks.
I want to start trying to de-skin it or take the hide.
Give me a 5.
I guess survival.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I'm going to survival. 13.
All right, with a 13, I'd say you get a good 2 feet section of it. By
A good 2 foot section.
Yeah, 2 foot by 2 foot, clean. You get a good 2 foot square. I'd say you can have.
You said I have 2 of those. 2 2-foot squares.
Yeah, you have 2. Yeah, 2 2 foot squares, and the other one, he pretty much picks up all those.
While he's, or I guess while they're dismantling the snake, can I stand behind him and like watch to see what the difference is between a snake from our world and the snakes of this world? to see if it's just a size difference or if they have like an entirely different what's the word?
Biology?
Anatomy?
Anatomy.
Biology. Yeah, either one.
Give me a. I think that'd have to be a survival check as well.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Survival. He's gonna be bad. Yeah, 18.
Okay, so with an 18, you're looking at it. You're looking at the insides of maybe the pieces that Pickles brought over to Cicero, and you notice the skin or the skeleton structure seems to be the same as a regular snake that you've seen in back at home. It just seems bigger. You're not sure if it's like stronger or if it's just bigger. You're not sure on that part yet. Like you've not really like dealing with the frogs. They seemed like they were stronger. So, but you're not sure about these. At the same time, this is only maybe it was about a 5 foot, maybe 6 foot, in length. You ascertain with the head being chopped off, and depending on if he ate some or not, you're right around 5 to 6 feet.
Okay. But there's nothing weird like 2 hearts or 6 stomachs or anything like
But
that.
the head itself, like you checking out the heads of them, they look like snakes. Give me a nature check to see if you know what kind of snakes.
Okay. Yeah. 5.
No, with a 5, you don't know. You just see they look like snakes. They look about the same. They have the same type of tongue. Mouths are about the same, maybe a little bit less like wide. Other than that, it's got eyes. Looks like a snake.
Okay.
Cicero, Pickles brings you 5 chunks of snake skin or snake meat.
I'm gonna point over to the bag and then look at him and see what he does.
Oh, on the camel?
Yeah.
Okay, so he walks over and he's trying to ascertain what you're trying to tell him. He's gonna try to put the meat in the bag, but when he does, he's like just hitting the camel, and the camel he's hitting Kicker, and Kicker's getting a little agitated. Or no, you ride 2 humps, don't you? Yeah, you ride 2 humps.
I'm riding him.
Oh yeah. Who's the okay? So who's the they both had it, didn't they?
Yeah, I think we split it up amongst the 3.
Give me a D6. 1 to 3, it's Kicker. 4 to 6, it's 2 humps.
1.
So yeah, after like the 3rd nudge, you see Kicker starting to like get antsy, and he's starting to pick up his leg every time he goes to do it. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll kind of just like intervene and I'll take it. Like, okay. Kind of like shoo him out of here, and then I'll get the rest of the meat and start putting it back.
Okay. Yeah, he tried. He don't have thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he's there. He's still a little wounded, but he looks a lot better than what he did. And the camels are unscathed. They sitting there eating the grass. Every once in a while, like when you guys were approaching, what really got you to like know that they were there after you seen them was you seen one of the camels trying to start walking out of the tree line towards the river, and Pickles would run up and on the other in front of him and like bark at him and get him to go back, trying to like keep him underneath here.
Oh.
Well, what do you do?
How are we gonna go about seating arrangements? Because we have a new friend, Sam.
I mean, I have an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work very well considering the randomness of my bag. But I could possibly pull out an animal that's big enough for him to ride, and I could change into something small enough that wouldn't hinder blockery if I were to ride on him. Maybe sit on his shoulder.
That's cool.
Changelings can do that, right? They can, like, turn into other races. They just don't get racial bonuses, right?
So, how you guys gonna do this?
I mean, if you want to try your bag, go ahead.
Yeah.
Or you could write about it. It's up to you, I guess, really. You're in control of both.
Well, I mean, because we lost a camel. Yeah, I'll reach into my bag and pull out one of my fuzzy balls.
The way I imagine it, there's one fuzzy ball in there, and every morning, it like if you use it every morning, it goes back into the bag.
Okay. Oh no, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Okay. You may have to help me here, because my computer died. I had all my animals pulled up on it. I got a 3.
Give me 1 second. I'll go to your inventory. A 3. You got a badger.
Damn it. Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to ride a badger.
No, it's a tiny beast. It has dark vision.
Well, now that we're out of the cave. Well, I could, if he wanted to ride on blockery too, I could probably still turn into like a halfling. So I'm half the size, half the weight, I would imagine. And then maybe that wouldn't hinder blockery so much. So that way, it wouldn't take as long to travel back. Maybe expedite the process.
Oh.
Are you asking Sam to ride on blockery?
No, I'm just spitballing ideas to the whole group.
That's what I'm saying. Are you saying you and Sam ride on blockery?
Yeah.
Well,
if I turn halfway with my changeling thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to riding them. That wouldn't. That isn't. I don't. I'm not scared of heights. I'm pretty adventurous, as you can tell. I think I'll always have a little fear of holes now, though. Does anybody else have anything other than like dried rations?
I don't.
We got some rabbit meat. But it's
Is
not
there
cooked.
any way we can make a fire and cook some?
Oh wait, yes. I'm gonna cast create bonfire and poof, a magical fire right there in front of us. Shazam!
Ooh. Aha.
Woohoo.
Could we like cut some up? I just need something to eat. Thank God I've had these rations, but after like the third day, or the third time eating them, really, they're just nasty.
Or you want to try snake?
Are you guys pretty new here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snake. Okay, so if you once you heat it up and cook it, it's very tough, and it doesn't really taste too good.
Very well. Well, I'll have rabbit meat then.
Okay.
Oh yes. Anything I can do to help?
No, not really. Cut this up, and I'll hand him a slab of meat.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And he's gonna pull out his dagger and start making like steak size strips. I'd say probably after like 20 minutes, you guys cook them all up, and then about another. So 30 minutes total. You guys cook them and eat them. And he scarfs them. Ones that you guys give him, he scarfs it up. He eats it like he hasn't eaten anything in a while. Like it's he looks funny eating it. How fast he's eating it.
Damn, dude. Relax.
Oh man, after you've had dried meat for as long as I've had, oh the juices. Oh my god, it tastes amazing. I don't think I'm gonna go out anymore. I'm gonna stay at yeah. I'm gonna stay at home. Oh my god. Speaking of that, I guess I have a tavern to run.
No,
Yeah, you don't get to really stay at home, bud.
I don't think I would be able to leave if I wanted to then.
Leave it to Granny.
Didn't didn't I, Henry said to tell Granny to leave me the tavern and she just keeps the money.
I mean, if you don't want it,
I don't know. It's a lot to think about
I'll take
because I
it.
could, but I've never had anything in my life, and that's the whole reason why me and my sister, well, my dad came too, but we that's why we came here.
Okay, well, there you go. Now you have a free tavern. You're a business owner now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, shall we climb on? Are you guys calling him Blockery?
Yeah,
that
that's
was his
his name.
That's a weird name for a tree. Why'd you guys name him that?
That's just his name. We didn't name him.
Oh. Uh, I okay. Well, yeah. Well, are we gonna head out then? Or are we camping here for the night? It's still pretty early. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, get going.
Go up a little more. You guys moving up just a tad more?
Yeah, probably
Do
good.
what?
It said to move up just a tad bit more, like just go another like 30 minutes.
It's like 1 o'clock.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
we got a whole day, so.
Oh, in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's keep going till like 7. 6, 7.
Yeah, about 7 o'clock is when it starts dimming out. Okay, so if you guys are getting on there, I need walking orders. How are you guys doing it? Who's on what?
I'm on pickles.
All right. And I know Balasar's on kicker.
I'm on camel.
2 humps.
2 humps. 2 humps.
Okay. And then Anna Tim and Sam and the Badger now are on what's his name?
Blockery.
About Blockery. All right. So do you ask Blockery or you just start climbing them?
No, I'm definitely asking. If I see Sam start trying to climb up or make his way towards Blockery, I'm gonna probably go. No. Consent first.
But yeah, I figured I would just follow you. I've seen you talk to him, so
Yeah, kind of a dead language thing right now. Hey, blocker.
so when you guys asked him, yeah, that doesn't bother me. You might want to hold on because you will bounce quite a bit when I walk. Well, more when I run.
Yeah, you move super fast when you're on. Ha ha.
Oh,
Don't you
yeah.
only run like 20?
Yeah, 40 feet with a full action. I run a lot faster than I used to.
Is that like a new thing?
Yeah, no, look, this is how fast I used to run. And he just stands there and turns into a tree. And now I can do this. And he starts running through the forest. He's frolicking through the forest.
Ballerina,
Oh,
tiptoeing.
okay.
Which in your terms, you see him running 20 feet per turn. Or double, and when he double dashes, he's running, or when he dashes and runs, he's doing 40.
Okay. No, tell Sam. You're going to want to hold on. Breakneck speeds.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Pretty tall, and then trees don't really move, so they don't have any springy, and it's just a solid thing. Might be interesting. He said it's okay for us to climb then?
Yeah, he said it's okay. But listen, Matt, like, let him have this one. He's new.
No, I'm not complaining at all. I'd rather ride on him than have to run for the next few hours. I'm not a track person or whatever long distance runner I think they call them. It took me like 3 days almost to get here. Well, I actually got here a little bit quicker because I had steed. But after the first day, I went and gave him some water by the river. Don't do that, by the way, unless you check the water pretty good. He got swallowed by a big fucking frog.
Yeah, we had 3 camels when we started heading this way, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, and then the second day, I don't know if you guys have seen anything out here, but there was a giant fucking bird that was trying to get me. So I'm not gonna lie, I buried myself and didn't move for a day. And then I finally made it. And then I get in there and almost die right as I go in. Those fucking birds are kind of scary.
Birds? Like, plural? Did you just see the one, or did you see multiple? Because we saw one. Fun fact, that's actually where blockery came from.
Oh no, the bird itself, it was only one. I seen one bird, but I was more or less talking about the owl bears. And I don't know why I call them birds, because I guess because it has feathers. But yeah, it's an owl bear. Those things were huge.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't run into any more.
Did you guys? How long were you down there? Did they know you were in there? Did you just like? Was it like you guys were leaving and then talked to them? Because I heard talking, but I don't know how long if you guys like looked around or what.
Well, Cicero over there on the Mastiff actually is able to speak with a lot of different animals. and he was able to make a deal of sorts with them that as long as we stayed away from their eggs, that we could come and fetch you out of the pit that you had decided to hide in. So we didn't really get too much of a look around. It was pretty dark in there. And I can't really see in the dark. He can, though. And I'll point over at Noxus.
Yep.
Wait, so you can't see in the dark, but you went down there. You can. Who? Does anybody else can see in the dark?
Nope.
No. Me, pretty sure.
The tree of sorts.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
tree of
I can
sorts.
see. I can see in the dark. I stumbled around a little bit. I was trying to check it out because I seen them way before they seen me. There was like a little camp in there. Um, it was like set up. There was a tent and like a little table and something else I just couldn't really see. And then as soon as I got close, I noticed that they had eggs. And at the same time, I stepped on an old bone. It cracked, and that's when they tried to attack me. I took off, and the safest place I could see was in that pile of rubbish. Because it was sharp, and I knew, yeah, it's gonna hurt me, but they're not gonna attack it. It's gonna hurt them just as bad. You know what I mean? So I jumped in, and that was a pretty far fall, and it hurt like a motherfucker. And then they kept trying to reach down there and hit me. Like, yeah, they knew it was fake.
They knew it was fake, like they might have been the ones who put it there.
No, I, maybe. I don't see how.
Telling you they have to have some sort of owner or some sort.
He, Cicero actually found kind of a little carving. Wait, did you tell the party about that?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Yeah, so he found a little carving next to that room we unfortunately found Henry in. Unfortunate for him, you understand. I'm not upset about finding him. Granny needs to be able to bury her husband, you understand. But there was a carving next to the button that opened the door with a couple of humanoids and an owl bear. Do you remember how many people you saw by chance?
I didn't see or hear any people. I just noticed there was a tent down there, and there was like a table. Like it was like somebody was down there. They had their own little space. Um, I didn't see no drawings. I didn't notice that the water on the other side. Uh, it looked a little weird, but I seen that and I just figured there wasn't really much on that side, so I circled back the other way, and that's when I seen the campsite itself. I would say, like I said, it had like a tent. There was a little fireplace in the middle, and then like a wooden stool and like table kind of sorts on the other side of the fireplace. And I was trying to get a better view, and that's when I stepped on the bone, and it made a noise, and they looked dead at me, and I'm not gonna lie, my stomach went to my butthole, and I took off running, and knew I wasn't gonna make it out before they got to me, and that whole little pile was there, jumped in it, and that what I just said.
What he describes about stepping on the bone and then looking directly at him, does that to me, with being a rogue, sound like a tripwire alarm system, even if it is very primitive?
Uh, no, you would. I feel like you would determine more of like they're down there. This is their surroundings, so they know what noises happen. And this was a noise that doesn't happen very often unless they're walking around or something of the sorts. They don't hear anything cracking like that nature. So they heard that and they immediately knew something was sneaking about.
Okay. So it was more of a everybody we know comes in here is already over here with us. So what was that noise kind of situation?
Yeah.
Okay. I would definitely be. Or no, this is Sam, not blockery. I'm not telling anybody anything. Because everybody's within like earshot, right? For the most part.
Well, nobody's like speaking quietly. You guys are making your way, talking, hollering back and forth, so that you guys can still communicate. You know, like a normal party. You're not just sitting there, not talking to nobody, walking down the road. You know,
Right.
or yeah.
Okay.
Seems we have a lot to discuss once we get back to town.
Yeah. See, I knew there was something fishy about all that illusion magic in an owlbear cave.
I thought so too, and then
Interesting.
thought maybe it was just a smuggler's den, and then we found the little carving. You know,
Right.
maybe like an old thing that's not really used anymore, and somebody left some shit down there, forgot about. But there's a whole camp and shit
Yeah.
set up. Was there like a fresh fire going or anything like that? Like that you noticed when you got down there? I know it was kind of quick.
No, from what I seen, it didn't look fresh. I couldn't get close enough to feel like if it was warm or not, but the coals that were there, it looked like they were, pretty much cooled down from where I could see.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just another thing we have to discuss once we get back into town.
I think we should try and also find out what those potatoes were doing in there, because that's also kind of a question I want answered now that I know somebody else is down there other than the owl bears. Because why go through all that trouble, you know what I mean? You put so many of these into a portable hole, and then you stick that hole inside of a box, and then you trap the box, and then you put the trap box into a hidden room. What are they for? Oh, this is getting good.
The mystery of the potato shall live on.
Hello?
Hello?
How about it?
Yes.
I just heard you right now. You guys haven't talked in a little bit.
We had a whole conversation, and we asked you, and something came down, and you're supposed to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, what?
No, I'm just playing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
turned
what?
on us. He
another
shit
potato came out of the hole. We secretly got a cursed hole that just spits a potato out once a day at you.
Yes. Oh, Sam,
how
by the
close-
way,
Yeah.
that stable guy, he wanted us to let you know that if we found you and you didn't bring that goat back, you owe him the money for the goat. So just so you know now, before we get back to town, give you a little bit of time to figure that out. He remembers. Yeah, sorry, bud.
Hey, you're a tavern owner now. Just take out a loan on yourself.
Yeah, I hear that strawberry ale's doing good.
Strawberry ale.
Oh yeah, about that. You have to keep that on the menu now that you're the new owner.
Yeah, it was part of the contract with Granny.
Yeah.
Okay. Strawberry ale.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Keep the seeds. She likes the seeds.
The seeds on. Oh, alrighty. I think I'll know more when we get there. By chance, could anybody talk to him? Maybe give me a little deal? That's a pretty expensive goat.
I mean, we do have a Mastiff, and the Mastiff seems to not like him. We could probably talk him into it.
Is there any way? Is there any way that maybe you could have the Mastiff come with me, and I could be like, look, if you don't stop, he's gonna get you. I'll give you this much and take it or leave it or something, you know?
Hell yeah, we can. Do you know who we are?
Oh, the people that saved me.
Well, yeah.
Was there more?
No, not really.
Okay. The way he said it, I thought you guys had like a name or something.
No, I don't think we've gotten that far. It's in the works.
That's good to know. But I mean, the people that saved me, that's for sure one, because he did save me.
But yeah, we're totally down.
Yeah, and if the Mastiff doesn't intimidate him, we can just always heal him.
Oh yeah.
We'll just send the giant tree through his door and be like, look, he's not paying you. We're leaving. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah, that'd work for me.
He owns the
I can charge
tavern.
him, and then I can charge him double when he comes in.
Damn right. You own this town now,
give
kid.
him
Hell yeah.
give him free drinks for the rest of the year to pay off your tab.
Oh, there you
You're
go,
a tavern
yeah.
owner now.
Yes. That
Or like a
would-
month. Like here's a lot. Like a month. You gotta be
Yeah,
stingy with it.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't drink very often. Sometimes they let me taste their new ones that Brandon's usually making weird ales.
well, now you own it, so you can drink anytime you want. No one can tell you no. It's yours.
Anytime.
That's fair. How much are the drinks? Do you know?
That's up to you to decide now, buddy.
It's your tavern.
How much do you guys usually pay for a drink so that I know roundabout how much I should charge?
Well, you're not gonna charge us, right?
No, you guys saved me. You guys get a free 6 months program.
Now you're getting it.
All right, all right. Now we're talking business.
Hey, speaking of taverns and Granny, do you know what the hell she's always yelling at? Because we ordered fish the other night, and she started like screaming in the back and reaching in cabinets that seemed to be empty, but she was pulling out full ass mugs. Like, what's going on with that? Is the tavern magical? Do you know?
You want the truth?
I mean, preferably.
I have no fucking idea.
That's fair.
But this one time I seen something. I don't know if it was hairy or if it was like skin was that I don't know. It looked like it had skin, but it looked like it had hair. But it was I just seen it for a glimpse of a second. It came out and I tried to like peek over the counter, and as soon as I looked over, it was gone. And I think I seen it running in, or if it was hairy or not.
Sounds like a cabinet goblin to me.
Cabinet goblin.
I just thought of something. I can I don't know what they do, what they call those, but where they put up signs or something saying, "Come, let the cabinet goblins take care of all the ale that you need," and that would bring more people. Maybe.
I mean,
Goblin.
it's unique.
Yeah, but what if it scares people away too?
Yeah. Who likes goblins?
I can perform a show.
Oh, now we're talking.
I can give you some minor illusions.
You're looking at 7 months here. Look at you. You're going up.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm a bit of a performer. And I'll pop out a piece of paper, fold up like a little lotus, hand it over to him.
Oh, this is cool. What is this?
It's origami.
Did you folded this?
Yeah.
That's really Cool. How?
Paper.
Got me there. I'd say at this point it's starting to get to about like 7:30ish, and sun's starting to set. Not like full on set, but you can tell that you have about maybe half an hour to an hour left of sun. So if you guys want to set up camp and stuff, this would be the time to do it. You're about, um, I'd say you still have about a day and 4 hours to make it back to town. Or no, actually, it would be about a little under 2 days. A little under 2 days at the current speed that you're going. The tree, he can run um, like 4 hours at a time. Then he has to take a 4 hour where he's just walking. So out of the whole day, you guys can travel what, eight? I'd say 8 to 7. So that's like 11 hours. You can travel about 7
That's
hours
not too bad.
at full like decent speed.
Yeah.
You know,
Sick.
that's you guys stopping at 7 o'clock, making dinner, making food, sleeping, and then waking up about 7 and heading out about 8. That gives you guys time to go. He gets about 7 hours of full on sprint double run. You guys are a little over a day and a half, a little closer to 2 days than a day and a half. Wait, depending on what happens tonight, that might change, but we'll see. It is 11 o'clock, so stop here. I feel like that's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I need all three of you guys to roll me a d20. I'm doing a group roll, so depending on what it rolls, good or bad.
I got 19.
10.
5.
Okay. Who rolled worst?
Me, unless Balasar got worse than a 5.
Okay, and Tim, go ahead and roll me another d20 for Balazar.
Okay. 9. Jesus, with a 9.
Alrighty. That's all I needed to know. It's not bad, but it's not good. Just know that.
Why can't we go with the best?
It was a group effort, so, and there's more. There's about tie on good and bad. 10 plus is good. 9 under is bad. You have 2 in each. So
Okay.
you hit like medium. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either.
Okay, guys. Well, good night.
You guys have a good night. See you guys next Wednesday, and we'll do this shit again.
Hell yeah.
Is there?
Well, between you and me, I'm gonna be a lot more cautious around water from now on. As well as maybe potatoes. Who knows what these potatoes are gonna unfold. Anyways, it's been a pleasure, folks. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Once again, I'm Cicero Sasbury. Let the chaos reign. Good night, folks.